Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Indian School of Physics. Guys, this is Nitin here, and today I have come up with a very interesting problem from Pathfinder. It's on the easier side, and it can be a important application for JEE Advanced exams also. So here is the problem statement. It was requested by one of the student and it was long pending due. So an insulating bead of mass m and total charge q spinning with the angular momentum of L enters the region of uniform magnetic field with a velocity that is in the direction of its angular momentum if velocity vector and the angular momentum vector always remains parallel to each other and the bead moves on a circular path. Find the magnetic dipole moment vector of the bead associated with its spin. So in this case, let's discuss the concept part here. First thing is the spin angular momentum and spin dipole momentum will have same direction. They will be parallel. And if for a similar or identical mass and charge distribution, I shouldn't have written uniform. Actually, it is valid for any similar type of mass and charge distribution. This result will hold true, that is mu is equal to q by 2m into L. That is not the case in this problem though. Okay, so here please you can remember this. As long as mass distribution and charge distribution are identical, the angular momentum, spin angular momentum and spin dipole moment vector, magnetic dipole moment vector will have this relation q by 2m times L vector is equal to mu. And also, since charge particle is moving in a circular path, I can write the radius of that circular path can be written as mv by qb, where v by r is the omega, which is d theta by dt, angle rotated by the radial line, and that value is qb by m. Now, if we analyze the situation here, that when particle is entering into this magnetic field, the direction also is not given. So we will see what direction of this magnetic field can be. So if I take velocity in this direction and I'm assuming particle is moving in this circle, so you can feel it that q into v cross b vector, if you want, if it has to come in this direction, then magnetic field must be into the plane. So that's how I'm taking, since I'm taking this charge as a positive charge and rotation as anti-clockwise, so magnetic field must be into the plane. Another information which is given in the problem is that L vector remains parallel to velocity vector all the time in this circular motion, right? So it means since L vector is changing its direction, definitely a torque is going to act on this in presence of magnetic field. And that magnetic moment and magnetic dipole moment placed in uniform magnetic field will have a torque component, and that torque is the one which is responsible for this change in angular momentum. So let's see here, this is quite similar to the circular motion derivation. So here initial angular momentum is in this direction. All right, initial angular momentum is in this direction, and final angular momentum after dt time, it is in this direction. So this vector, it is the small change in angular momentum dl. So I can write it as L final minus L initial in this small time interval of dt. All right, so from that derivation, I think all of you know, if this is L and this is L, so this is going to be 2L sine d theta by 2. You can drop a perpendicular here and this will be L sine d theta by 2. This is also L sine d theta by 2. So change in angular momentum of this charge particle is going to be 2L sine d theta by 2. And similar to circular motion, its direction at the initial moment, in fact all the time it will be in the direction towards the center of the circle. I'm using the same analogy here. It will be towards the center if you check at the initial moment. That means the torque on the particle must be in the direction of which is towards the center of the circle. Mu vector is parallel to L. So mu cross B, if you check, direction of mu and B is into the plane, so mu cross B again is coming towards the center, so which is verifying the claim here. So now I can write this dl by dt as mu cross B, and both have direction towards the center of the circle. So now here angular impulse is equal to change in angular momentum, so mu cross B, this will be mu B sine 90 into dt and that is going to be equal to the magnitude here 2L sine d theta by 2, or I can write L d theta. So from here the torque on the particle I can write mu b is equal to L d theta by dt, like it is the same derivation we have in circular motion in acceleration calculation. So here this will become L omega. Now we can substitute mu b is equal to L. Omega was qb by m for moving in the circle, so b and b gets cancelled. So this mu comes as q by m times L, or in vector wise I can write vector mu is equal to q by m times vector L. And you can note here, since we are not getting q by 2m times L, definitely you can note it here, mass and charge distribution of the particle are not identical. Mass and charge distribution is different in this particle. That's why it can have this angular this magnetic moment, and this is going to be the final answer for this problem. So I hope guys you have learned something very interesting in this, and it's a very nice problem, and easier, slightly on the easier side comparing to the other Pathfinder problem, and that's what makes it important for JEE Advanced type of exam. Thank you, thanks for watching it.